Leaks for Chapter 258 are out where the action picks up right where we left off. We delve into Sukuna's unexpected maneuvers, Yuji's strategic prowess, and the unveiling of some mind-blowing revelations. Let's dive in. Narrator explains Sukuna didn't get his Arcti output back after hitting the second black flash like Gojo because of the beating he got from Yuji. So basically the 8 black flashes Sukuna took didn't allow him to use Rek. And as we knew before, Yuji can distinguish the difference in the realms of Megumi and Sukuna's soul. All those black flashes Yuji unleashed on Sukuna. Yuji made sure Megumi's soul was not taking that damage. Right after narrator finishes explaining this, we see Sukuna using domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, and it looks completely different in his original form. The slashes start to rain down on everything. Sukuna didn't have his right pair of arms, so he used domain expansion without hand signs. Sukuna, in his weakened state, used some kind of binding vows to get used to the range of Malevolent Shrine at its fullest. So the range is still 200 meters and every sorcerer in the battlefield is caught in the domain. This binding vow stuff is feeling like an asshole at this point. I mean, can he sacrifice his ball sack to get his arced output back? We need some explanation on this. Next few pages is a flashback. Hakari is talking about how they need to learn arced and simple domain to fight Sukuna. Shoso says he and Yuji can learn rocked somehow. Yuji has no clue how they will do that. Now, here they start a whole conversation about reverse curse technique. Hakari says rocked is automatic for him, probably because of the unlimited curse energy he gets after hitting a jackpot. Yuta says it happens on instinct for him. Shoso asks them. They regenerate their body with arced. But how do they compensate for all the blood they lost? Hakari and Yuta having no answer for this, but Shoko says she converts C into blood. Shoso says his body allows him to convert C into blood. That's why Shoso doesn't run out of blood when he uses blood manipulation technique. Yuji, after consuming his cursed womb brothers, can also have this property and the cursed technique, so it is not a problem for them. So id Yuji might have some other cursed technique too, as he has consumed a lot of cursed wombs. Shoso suggests Yuji is to be paired with their arced user so that he can learn to use it when they do the body swapping technique. Yuji is confused as all of us are. Yui says that he can swap souls of human beings. So that panel of Kusakabe and Yuji finally gets explained after all those theories about Yuji having soul swapping abilities. As it turns out, it was Yui all along. Yui is a legend. Kusakabe says Yuji's body remembers the jujutsu of a special grade due to his body housing Sukuna. That is how Yuji is able to use shrine technique now. So they are gonna do this with the help of Kusakabe. Kusakabe will first swap with Yuji and teach his body simple domain. We come back to the fight. Yuji uses new shadow style, simple domain in Sukuna's domain. Yuji can now use simple domain too. It's crazy. He went from having no curse technique to have arced, blood manipulation, Sukuna's technique, and damage a person's soul. And now he can use simple domain. Sukuna's domain is incomplete and has loopholes in it. Yuji notices that and thinks he can endure it. Narrator reveals that Sukuna can keep his domain going for just 99 seconds, and it will collapse after that. Yuki, Aino, Shoso, Maki are caught in it and are trying to endure. Maki cannot be detected in a domain because of her body having zero cursed energy, but it doesn't matter in Malevolent Shrine, as slashes rain down on everything. There is some kind of typhoon in the domain. Maybe it's a property of Sukuna's new domain. It will be clear when the official chapter comes out. Yuji's simple domain starts to crack because of the power of the slash. Yuji gets slashed everything and loses his left foot. Yuji still gets up, stays calm, but as he looks forward in the last page, he sees Sukuna bringing out his flames after 125 chapters. People were really saying Gege has forgotten about this. Sukuna uses Fuga, and the editor says the flames of certain death closes in. The chapter ends and break next week. Awesome chapter. Gege has been cooking lately with this. The artwork was on point this chapter. Yuji is definitely top 10 after this. I'm expecting him to do something. Yuji obviously didn't swap souls with just Kusakabe. He must have done it with other sorcerers too. If Yuji can use arced on a high level, then he will be able to regenerate his foot. We still have yet to see how this domain expansion of Sukuna is different from the regular one. Right now, it's not looking good, but Yuji stocks are still high. So that's it. Subscribe for more content like this in the future. We did an in-depth explanation on Black Flash in our recent video. Go check that out.